The next one was check. Again, it spiked up. I took out my initial investment, left with 4 shares. They have a C-scans capsule based, which allows them to screen rectal like cancer from inside the body without invasive methods, which I think will be a big thing. It's an Israeli company, CC Core 3. I went in at 10.57. I again had a slight spike up. I took my initial investment out because I could see it was about to drop. It did, and I'm waiting for it to come back down in $10 range for me to pick some more up. And clean energy fuels. Now, clean energy fuels, this is one I'm playing with house money as well. Now, it's a profitable company and it's one I'm bullish on. That's fuel. It's come back down. I'm going to pick more up, even though I've got 29 shares with house money. Alternative fuel for vehicle fleets, liquid natural gas, compressed natural gas and renewable natural gas. So this is the sort of thing that's going to do well with helium. I've spoken about it before. I've picked up a couple of shares today, so 25 shares is with house money, and I'm going to pick up more. Just so you know, I don't always win on my companies. Colony Capital Class A. Granted, I pulled some of my investment out. I have 10 shares with house money, but it's gone down. I expected it to go up, but still would have been better off taking all of my investment out. This is one I'm not playing with house money. I'm just down on my investment, 13%. This is one that this is basically like Gap in the makeup world. I did a video on it, and I'm sure I won't start plugging it. We all know who they've suddenly got to be the face of them, and I thought it would have a run up, but it hasn't yet. Dark Group, I've done a video on them. Again, I'm down on my position. When I broke even, I took some of the shares out to move elsewhere. Lucky I did, because I'm down on the rest of it. The only reason I did that was because I needed the capital then for a Spaq play, which has made me a lot more money, and I'm so glad I did, because this has just gone down. The Dark Group, I'm still bullish on it. I think it's one of the best airlines. Dolphin Entertainment. Now, this has just been dead dog. I thought it would do well. I'm glad I only put like a tenner in it, but it's gone down 5%. Dropbox, I've done a video on this, why I'm bullish on it. It's gone up 6%. I'm not taking any profit yet. I'm long term on that. Electro Core, I'm playing with house money on that. No, it's only one share, sorry about that, but that one share, I took profits with it, and I kept one share there so I could keep an eye on the price. Emerson, well, that is one that I'm down 11%. It's only 29 cents, but I still think it could do well. It's a financial services one. You don't expect financial services to do well at the moment. It's going to be a long time turning around. What? company, Energis. Now I did a video on this. I took profit on it. I made a good profit, and as well as that, I kept one share there so I could keep an eye on it. It's 20%. I actually sold 33%, which wasn't bad. Every. Now, this is one. I took out my initial investment, and it started going down. I did a video on it saying now's the time to go back in. I've gone back in and showing me at a loss, but if I add up the money I made from both of them, I'm at break even. And if you watched Jim Cramer this morning, he's finally capitulated and he said it's worth going into, and he hates these spec stocks. Fire away. I went into the day after the Twitter hack and it started going down. I picked it up and I've only got 6 shares, nothing major. Buying Eagle Acquisition Core. I'm down on this, but not by much, by £7, which is 2%. For Merger 2, I've got a lot in here, £60 down, 10%, which is a lot, but I'm still bullish on it. I still, the people I spoke to who are customers, they love it. I'm surprised they pay that much for it. Vesco Mortgage Capital. 5 are down, 14%, it's not much. It's 1.57 PE ratio, PEs don't mean a lot now. 2.545%. People were going crazy over this because they were looking at, they were making a mistake of looking at a dividend ratio and seeing like 45, 70, 90% dividend, not realising that they're not going to get that. But still, I've only got £30 in it. I did a video about how to get Tesla for £4, and in the video I bought this ETF which has a lot of Tesla shares in it, and that is up because Tesla is up. Now, Jumia. This is with house money. I've done a video on it before. It's gone up 45%. I took out my initial investment. I took a bit of profit, and I split the profit between keeping 2 shares and some money. Now, Kensington Capital Acquisition. This is house money. It's one that is waiting in the wings. I spent 10.08 on them, but I thought to myself, if they don't acquire anyone, they have to give me back my money and I only lose 8 cents a share. Now, if they do acquire someone, or if they announce that they're looking at someone, this is going to skyrocket. Doesn't matter who it is. Land Securities Group. Now, this one, you know, this is another REIT, and it's a 4.2%. Basically, I qualified for the dividend. I qualified for the dividend, took out my initial investment, was left with 5 shares. Now, Lancadia Holdings, this is showing me as being 16 cents down. I've only got 2. If you remember, I did a video about them, their debt, and I am not saying they cannot do anything. I'm not saying they can't make it, but they will be saddled with debt. That's all I'm saying. Now, I have them 2 shares with house money. I could have waited, but the thing is, they were down for a long time. I was happy to get my initial investment back. Micro Focus. This is one I mentioned a bit. It's 22% down. I only have a little bit in. The reason why, sorry about that, is it's a software company, and it was a massive software company. It's a UK one. PE ratio of 4.35. Now, I've had a loss like a lot of them, but there's a 44% profit margin, 56% debt to assets. If you look at their graph over the past year, they was losing before COVID-19, but if you look at what they was before, I don't think they're going to get back that far, but I think they will come back in some way. They are a buy under Spaq, and no one seems to be looking at them. They are more a case of, I had a tenner, where do I put it? You know, no one seems to be looking at them. Chuck it there. Neo. Now this is one that I had in my ISA at $3 a share. It went up to $14.44. I could see it going up too quick in a bubble. I sold them, and then when it came down to $14, I bought it in my invest. When it came down even more at 10, I put it into I put it into my when it came down, I put it into my I averaged down and dropped it by £2 a share. Now, just a minute, guys. Now we go to Oxygen. Again, with house money, I was lucky that I just got in at the top. Well, about a penny below the top. And sorry about the background noise. It hit the top, it dipped down. I thought I missed my chance, and then I had the double dip, and I took out my initial investment, and there we have One-Stop Systems is one of the systems they'll be using for autonomous driving. It's profitable just because it has a PE ratio, but it's a higher one, and at the moment I'm 99 pence down, 4% down, and have OPES, which is 5% down, still bullish on that. Origenics, I'm 22% down on that, but it's only £6. I expect that to go up. So PagerDuty, I've done a video on that. Again, it's early stages for that, but I do think that will be a good growth stock for the future. Peloton, I do think the future of gym is going to be Peloton and Mirror, and which is why if Lululemon wasn't so high, I would be picking that up to have a duopoly on it. Even once all COVID-19 is over, or we're only running for our friends across the pond, it would be these two, because people won't want to go back there, or they won't want to waste the time travelling to one. PTK acquisition. This is another one where I'm a cent down per share on my investment. It's nothing. Kiwi, I've taken my initial investment out and I am left with shares. It is a payment system, and REA Holdings is basically UK company. I'm trying to rush through these. Sorry, Red Row, I've done a video on. It's a house building company. I'm down on that. Snap, we all know why we're down on that. I took a gamble before earnings, but I still think there's a future for them. Spartan Energy acquisition. You can see there, 9%. I was actually about 15% up, and I took out my initial investment. That's going to be Fisker. 10-cent music entertainment. I was actually in a rush on a train with that one, and I thought I was buying 10-cent, and instead I bought their music side. Nothing wrong with their music side, but that's the reason why I'm down 4% instead of up 4%. Therapeutics acquisition, again, I've taken out my initial investment. I have one share and I have a bit of profit. Same with tonics. This house money. Tortoise acquisition, again, you all know I sold at the top and took out my initial investment and a few quid extra. Virgin Galactic, I've done the same. I'm considering buying back in if it drops below 20. I called that it will go to mid-20s. Workhorse, I've done the same. It's house money. It went up 150%. Xerix, nah, this is up, but at the moment I'm waiting for it to go up more. They have this totally new injectable pen, and I think this will go up quite a bit. Anyway, I'd like to see your comments. Do you own any of the stocks I've shown you? Are you looking to pick up any of them? What do you think of this portfolio? Remember, I have 6 portfolios. This was bought with dividends, and then I started buying spec stocks, took the profit investment from them and put them into other spec stocks, and that's how I created this one. So I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. And don't forget to hit that lovely like button, almost as lovely as me. Helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become part of the Saving Money Show family. We give each other hints and tips and updates about stocks and shares we talk about on the show. As well as that, you can ask me to look into any share you want, and I don't charge a Discord fee or ask for a Patreon. All I do ask is for you to comment in the box below and hit the like button. Even if you disagree with me, especially if you disagree with me, I like a debate, and if I do something wrong, I want you to call me on it so I can improve the channel. And why not check out the links in the description below? There's lots of others. I've used each one of them myself. I wouldn't give you links if I haven't checked them out myself. If you're looking for a free trading platform which should trade your stocks and shares, you know, you can get a free share worth up to £200 for signing up and depositing a small amount. A free trade only requires a £1 deposit. The others require £100 or dollars, depending on which one you go for. Stake has over 3,500 US stocks on their books, which is the biggest one outside of the US. Whereas Trading 212 is one of the best and easiest platforms to use. But as I said, I use all 3. Anyway, on with the show.